Right then. Now, if you haven't seen the stream level, you might be wondering, well, this is suddenly giving me that idea. If I should continue, or if I should just quit. Because if anything, it's taking a higher toll on my mental health if there's just nobody around. It's just me. Like, what, you seriously think I had all this freaking stream quitting thoughts in the past for no reason? No, because there was no real reason behind it. And it's the fact that I've been lacking so much encouraging support. It's even more noticeable in the recent days. Wait, where is it? At the back, I think. I got new mail in frickin' Euro Truck Simulator 2, but I'm not sure if I wanna check it. It probably isn't even important, but anyways. Late welcome to anyone else. To all the lurkers who may be tuning in. I just have no idea if there's a reason for me to really stream. I mean, I have a couple of other games planned for this week. And, you know, just to be sure it's an element of surprise, I will not mention what games these are. So I'll just leave up to you to guess what these are. I could throw a couple of hints that may not give away the game names fully. It's the hope, so... Right. Anyhow, hope some of you have had a great time. It's time to make yet another virtual delivery for as long as I'm still breathing. Speaking of breathing, tomorrow I have to get my blood checked. No, yep, tomorrow is the moment of truth. Tomorrow is the moment of truth, in a sense that I will find out if I have anything serious or not. If I do, chances are I will quit streaming much earlier than predicted. And most likely without a notice as well. If it's like something very serious. Star, what do you mean, very serious? Well, I'll tell you. I can provide at least one example, and I think that one example is more than enough to get the idea. Hold on. Right, where was I? Ah, yes. One example. Well, let's say it's very, very unlikely that I will be diagnosed with cancer. It's very, very unlikely, but the chance is there. The chance is there. See, that one word alone I can bring up as an example, and I don't have to bring up any other examples. Like, don't even get me started, because I have lost a couple of people to it. I know a friend who lost their mother to it as well. It's no show. I could always be asking the kinds of questions to myself, you know, wondering where the hell is everyone. Then trying to ask the following question, where are you guys? And shit like that. But the thing is, I'm not gonna get answers to these questions. Not anytime soon anyway. Now, I know most of you have either school or work, but like... I am wondering where some of my people have gone off to. Like, are they still alive? Or are they... Sorry for mentioning this word. Or are they dead? How am I supposed to know when they don't check in every once in a while? That's probably the scariest part about life, is that one moment you find this very cool dude that you always have a great time chatting with, and then the day after he's suddenly offline, unresponsive, and you have no idea why, because he didn't even tell you why he's gone or why he suddenly disappeared. He's just poof, vanished into thin air. And I could be lying if I said something in the words of, you know, something similar not happening to me. It can happen to me. I can disappear out of the blue. I still can. There is that chance. Believe it or not, there is that chance. Let's say my computer goes kaboom, and then next thing you know, I'm gone. Well, I would be gone from the streaming perspective, but I think I would still be reachable. I would still be in contact, I think. I'm not sure anymore. I'll be honest, I'm not the kind of person to actually want to think about the future. The less I think about the future, the better. Because otherwise I'm just gonna be dealing with way more frequent mood swings. Oh, that kind of jazz. Just outrageous. Like today, for instance, it took me over half an hour to decide what game am I gonna play on today's stream. Yeah, over half an hour. Bloody hell. I mean, if anything, the game choices for the next day should be easier, because I have already planned them ahead in advance. Provided I don't forget. Well, if I do suspect I'm gonna forget, I'm just gonna list them down in a document somewhere. No big deal. It's not the end of the world when I suddenly forget, you know, one basic detail. But yeah, just one more thing before I go quiet mode. I'm not sure what to expect out of tomorrow. Like, I'll be frank. I can either expect bad results, or I can expect relieving results. And for some reason my mind is leaning towards the bad side. As in, I will be told the bad news. But well, I mean... it's kinda... expected that I would have this kind of mindset. Yeah. for years in the past. I used to be a big, huge victim who was being bullied, abused a lot, even used. So it probably comes off as no surprise if I have a dark mindset that's been plaguing me for years. And you wanna know the best part about it? I still push on. No matter how shitty things get, I still push on. Oh boy, 23 euros of toll paid. Don't really care about the toll. Don't really care about the toll. Yeah. Suppose I'll go quiet mode. Because the only exceptions are okay, listen. The only exception rules when I break out of my quiet mode is when I actually have someone trying to get my attention in the Twitch chat. If my Twitch chat is dead silent, expect me to be quiet for longer periods of time. I mean, it's common sense, isn't it? But yeah, since I haven't seen any loyal viewers leave any chat messages, then I guess it's just another day of me being on my own. Just another day. And I admit, I am a little scared about going to the doctor tomorrow, getting the blood tested, additional health checkups. So much stuff, like I don't even wanna think about it. Like, I just wanna focus on the present for now. Let it be tomorrow's worry. Today, let my mind be worry-free. Alright? Today, let my mind just be free from all these pesky worries. Because we do not need depression to infiltrate the stream experience right now. Just focus on peace and quiet. Do not think about anything. Do not think about anything bad. Just peace and quiet. If you're one of these people who, let me think. If you're one of these people who is easily bothered by the silence, or has the silence like make you go even darker into thoughts, then well, you can do the straight opposite. You can listen to music. I mean, I don't judge you. Do whatever you want. Just like how I do whatever I want. I twist my own rules, I break my own rules, just to try to enjoy my life. Just try, even if it's hard. Even just staying alive is difficult enough. I can just about paint a picture in my head that in the near future I will have to be forced to go fasting for a few days. Ooh, that won't be pretty. But see, that's what happens when I just don't have the high level enough of support. when I don't have people watching me, when I don't have people donating. Honestly, who cares? I'm just in my survival of the fittest mode as it is. Who gives a fuck? If I feel down or if I feel happy. Honestly, who gives a fuck? Next thing you know, someone mentions to me, I do. I mean, good. Good that you do at least. But does the same apply to everyone else? No, it does not. Does not. €44 income from driver Adobe. Now, although I am mostly in my quiet mode, there's been a few questions bugging my mind. For weeks now, actually. I just can't seem to understand what should be done about them. What should actually be done about these questions? Should I just keep this to myself? Or what? Although the main big question is, should I continue streaming or should I just perma-quit? Look, all I can say is, I will not decide on the quitting decision immediately just yet. I will give it a couple more weeks. And if nothing changes, then yeah, I quit. Dick! Fucking hell, that scared the living shit out of me. Fucking hell. It's just, I'm so fucking fogged up in my own mind. I didn't quite expect it. Just, I don't understand. Every day I try to stream. And yet every day I'm streaming it feels like... You can't quite explain the feeling. It's not very easily noticeable on my streams, but... Well... It's there. Think of this as a double-edged sword situation. If I continue streaming on one side, bad things will happen. If I quit on the other side, quit streaming, bad things will happen. So it doesn't matter which option I pick, because you know why. Quotation. Just put this next sentence in quotation marks. It does not even matter. Period. Like, yeah. was a parked dude slash dudette. They were probably AFK. Don't you feel like it's worrying when questions like these bug me a lot? Like this one question in particular where I'm like, should I quit streaming? Like entirely? And then there's this other question. Am I truly going to survive? Like actually survive? Number 3, is it worth it living the singles life? Or am I gonna regret it? Because if I'm living the singles life, say I thought about this. Give me a moment. Give yourself some time to listen to what I have to say next. I actually thought about the singles life thing. And I have very valid, reasonable thoughts about it too. Say I am unable to move and I'm completely alone in the house, home alone, nobody's there to help me. Now, think to yourself, if you were stuck in a similar situation as I was, being unable to move, like actually unable to move, like you can try to move but you feel like you can't. Now, would it be a good idea to be single at that moment, or would it be more beneficial to have a loving partner to help you move? At times you just can't move no matter how hard you try. Because I feel like that's one of the many negatives of being single. Is that if you're alone and you're single and you can't move, good luck. Because nobody's there to help you if you're all alone. Am I wrong? Because like I said, you will be home alone in that situation when that happens. Honestly, I make a valid point. It's just, I don't know. If being single in nowadays life is a good idea. Okay, I guess I wouldn't want to be alone. No, not at all, no. I tried to ask for you yesterday, but I don't think you were around. Was it yesterday? Or maybe it was the day before yesterday. Hell, I'm already losing track of time. Worst case scenario is I have no idea where FF is. I haven't heard from them in a long while. Either. Oh, jeez. You were on the road yesterday. This week's kind of busy with the fucking school. I guess just one word school, yeah. yeah. Figured. Also, Storm Dragon is a really damn nice username, let's be honest. It's a real damn nice username. It's one of the more unique ones. Not that my username isn't nice either. No, my username is unique too. But like I'm just saying, Storm Dragon for a username is honestly not that bad. Since it has no numbers, it looks clean. I mean, what else can I mention about this? I am driving behind them, but we have different destinations. See, I figured school would be something that would make this week kind of busy. Which is why I was, you know, trying to rearrange my stream game plan. I was thinking of streaming. Hang on, no, I can't spoil the game names. I can't spoil the game names. I leave the game names as a surprise, but I can probably mention a hint or two, maybe a game genre as well, without spoiling it too much. Okay, so right. I had an idea. To try to stream a game, a certain game on Friday, that had one of the characters. I really hope this doesn't spoil the game or anything, but I'll continue. It has one of the characters, a musketeer lizard, so to speak. I think that's what one of the characters was, with a freaking rifle in their hands and some sort of like cowboy hat, maybe? And I'm like, oh, that's sick. That's probably one of the first characters I'll be trying the very moment I get my hands on that game. Like, let's be honest. Star Delivery going straight for a Connor character is so in character of me. Very much in character. Like, you can give me all these characters, but the very moment I see a character with a gun, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going with this one first. God damn it. There can be all these magic characters. Nah, the character with a gun is more my style. God fucking damn it. But I mean, can you really blame me? So that was that game planned for Friday. Saturday. See, I feel like I fully decided what game I'll stream on Saturday. Do you wanna know? This is the game that's already spoiled. It was streamed yesterday, but I was thinking of streaming it again this weekend because it's an interesting one about words. Basically, you try to get as many words on the board as possible to score as much as possible, because you have a limited amount of rounds to try to beat a certain target score. You have all these like amazing, you know, perfectly balanced with no exploits books in the game that are guaranteed to break the game to oblivion, especially if you have the right kinds of books that synchronize really well with each other. And honestly, that's probably the most fun part about the board game. Just trying to figure out what words you can come up with whatever letters you're represented with. Next you know, Star Delivery proceeds to put the word ass on the board. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happens. Just ass. God damn it. Ah, Mike 16. I think I recognized Mike. I think I recognize him. It's been so long though. But yeah, let's say if you have more free time to like watch me and support me on the weekends, then I think you know exactly what games to stream on the weekends then, because I suspect the weekends can be more active set wise. At least here's to hoping. Sorry about that. I have some health issues that usually kick in on a daily basis, but I mean, I'm used to these issues, so no big deal. What time is it where you are right now? Past 9 p.m.? Has to be past 9, right? You have left the city. Oh yeah, I sure have left the city. I'm gonna go the same lane. Stay though. Cheers. Well, what am I gonna do? I know I'm delivering, right? Am I gonna do one more delivery after this, or am I gonna log off early? I mean, you might be thinking that, oh, Star Delivery has to wake up early in the morning again. Kinda, yes and no. I mean, I don't want to sleep in a booked doctor appointment now, do I? After all, tomorrow is the blood test day. I would not want to miss that. And it's taking place around 10 a.m. This is not super early. So I guess I can, like, get some extra sleep today if I want. That is, if I want to. It's not necessarily mandatory, but it sure as hell is recommended. You know what else is bugging my mind? I'm trying to like see it's a game thought. It's a game idea. Game thought or however the hell you would call it, whatever you prefer calling it. Jesus Christ. Basically, I was trying to think if there's like a zombie game. By that I mean a game where you shoot these motherfucking zombies up left and right. You know, the zombie survival kind of vibe. But it's just like any zombie survival game. Basically what I was thinking was like, I don't know how many of these are actually like very good cooperative zombie shooters. I doubt there's many, but if you know of one, do let me know. Is it free or not? That I also want to know. Oh my god, this damn guy. Some very shady driving. I don't trust it! Guys, help, I don't trust him! Ah! See, I fucking had every reason not to trust him! Fucking hell! And now he says sorry. God. I'm better late than never, I guess. At least I didn't get damaged. This guy's driving is so erratic, I swear to God. And it's not the first time I've had something like that happen on a Truckers MP stream, mind you. Not the first time. Nor is it gonna be the last. There will be plenty of times like this. But holy hell. Dude, he really can't drive, can he? Look at him. I'm just judging his driving from behind, from a distance. And the way he drives, I tell you. He drives like my old man. That's a violation. Sorry. Drives like my old man. That is a diabolical violation right there. Ouch. Not that I know how my nan's driving looks like, but you get the point. Jesus Christ. Damn. I'm gonna have to try it over and take him, you know, the second time. And then next thing you know, the same shit happens again. The same shit happens again, I swear to God, if it does. Hit the gas. There. He doesn't have to linger behind him. Like, jeez. I don't want to drive behind the, you know, quote-unquote alcoholic. Although, you never know who's drunk in this simulation and who's not. See, that's the thing. It's up to you to guess which one of the players are drunk. Drunk and driving. Drinking and driving. I would not recommend that, by the way. It can be a fun experience, but that fun will be short-lived once you get banned of the simulation for drinking and driving because you crashed into someone. Oh, yeah. No, it's not December! Lad, it's not Christmas! Stop getting that song stuck in your head when it's not even Christmas yet! Bloody hell! I fucking hate! I'll be honest, I fucking hate catchy Christmas songs that get stuck in your head even after Christmas is over. God fucking damn it. It's not funny. Like, imagine it's like in middle of summer and then this one song appears in your head. All I want for Christmas is you. Like, bitch, it's summer. It's not even December. Shaking my head. Could be worse. It could be the parody version of that song. Oh yeah? How does the parody version go? Do you really wanna know? Do you really want to know how the parody version goes? I don't even think if it's safe for work. The parody version is probably not safe for work. So I'll probably refrain from saying it. Jesus Christ. You know, I'm honestly surprised I'm not banned, considering what I did yesterday. Okay, yesterday I was playing the Anagram roguelike, and one of the words that I put on board, I can't even dick! I can't even say it. No, it was not dick. It was not dick. It was the C word. You were close, but it's the C word. A 3-letter word starts with C. That was one of the first naughty words I discovered on the game. Although, you know, that does give me an idea. If I go live with that game in the weekend, and we have the, you know, the right letters, I could definitely put dick on the board, provided I actually have the right letters for it. Oh wow, there's quite some traffic. I beat normal difficulty, I beat hard difficulty. But there are 2 more difficulties way harder than just hard on that game that I have yet to beat. And I'm not sure if I'm able to beat them. Especially considering the fact that the last final difficulty's name was called Insane. the hardest difficulty. Mickey Mouse LDT. I think after this delivery I'll I don't know. I feel like after this delivery is over I should log off. Even though I don't have to wake up super early. It's just... I may or may not have something to do in the morning before I go to the doctor's office or nurse's office. Yeah? It will be okay. Hey now, get your shit out of here. It's not gonna be bad news. I'm sure you will get your blood tested, and blood test results will come positive. Come off positive. Not negative, positive. Just stay optimistic. Optimistic thinking. There's no way in hell I'm gonna get bad news from just a blood test. Although, it's not going to be just a blood test, it's going to be far more than just that. But you have to be optimistic. You can't just be all dark and think that, oh, I'm gonna get diagnosed with cancer just because, you know, I went to get my blood tested. Like, nah, that's... The chances are there, but it's very low. Very, very low. Like, very unlikely. So optimistic thinking is the way to go. You just try to, you know, refrain from thinking negative all the time. So what if you're used to things going bad? But you have to stay optimistic. You actually have to stay optimistic. Because if you don't, well, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, alright. Ever heard of self-fulfilling prophecy? This was something someone taught me, or taught me actually. Is that if someone keeps calling... Okay, let me give a very good example. If someone keeps calling themselves stupid, self-fulfilling prophecy will make that come true. In a sense, they are indeed stupid. So in order to avoid self-fulfilling prophecy coming true, instead of saying you're stupid, maybe you should be saying something like, I don't know, I'm decent. Anything that's not negative counts. I'm funny. Yeah. I would assume I'm funny. Fucking hell, I laugh at my own jokes sometimes. Especially if just one unexpected joke in my head plays. And I suddenly go from feeling anxious to just laughing my bloody ass off. Quite a distance to go. Say. You doing okay out there? Hopefully, the school is not kicking your boom boom too hard. Or as I like to say, kicking your ass too much, too many times. I remember when school used to kick my ass. Just plenty. Luckily I survived. Because the thing with school and work days is that you have to like force yourself to go to sleep early even if you don't want to sleep early. I used to be the one quiet kid who always loved staying up late at nights even if the next day was a school day. Yup. So you can only imagine how well some of the school days went. Oh boy. Especially with how little fucking rest I've had on some days. Yeah, not fun. But I mean, I survived, so that's what matters, right? Survival of the fittest. That's what matters. Ay, Kasuka. Ay. Oh, sorry, it's just that one song that goes something like that with the lyrics. I'm pretty sure it was some sort of a Russian song. Not all lyrics of it are stuck in my head, but some of it are. Не знаю. Ай-яй, Kasuki. How the fuck your neuros got activated? Honestly. What does that remind you of? That is a good question. It's the fact that you don't remember exactly what that song was. I don't even know if I can play like the first 5 seconds of that on stream, because I feel like the TMZ Game System will fucking go haywire and be like, oh, come on, it's just 5 seconds. But yet. There was another song with the lyrics that goes something like this. Big Russian gun, part of my personality. Something in the words of grab the wheel, Mikhail, 4360 UT bill. And then there's the third song with the lyrics that goes something like, "Big Slav superstar riding in my Lada car." Damn. The rest is a blur, hang on. Richest man who is Slav owns a copy of WinRAR. Owns a copy of WinRAR. Diabolical. Considering I never actually paid for WinRAR. Ever in my life. Learning Russian? I used to try to learn Russian back during my school days, but I wasn't doing so well in Russian classes, you know? Even if I try to learn Russian nowadays, yeah, no, it's difficult. Not gonna lie. Even just trying to learn the Ukrainian as a language is difficult. Ukrainian and Russian are not the same exact language. That's just that. These are different. They do use similar letters, but that's probably what confuses most people. You could say I'm trying to learn Russian, but you know, if it didn't go so well during my school days, they will not go well today either. I can read a Russian letter, I'm sure. Yeah, I think I can. Not all Russian letters I can recognize. Some I feel like I already forgot. Like long ago. You know, it's kind of funny. One of the viewers mentions that because my keyboard has a Russian language like keyboard layout, but it's mostly English keyboard layout, but there are Russian like letters alongside the English ones, so I know which is which. Oh well, so I would think. Can you try typing out my name in Russian? Like my username? See if I can still read the fucking Russian letters. How many do I fucking recognize? Okay, here we go. Start delivery. Okay. Alright. So far, so good. Bardavia said it as well. Sorry if I'm asking, how do you pronounce the username? Mixmite? Hell if I know. I am bad with some usernames, I apologize. I already know how to pronounce, you know, Dvorok's username, but like... Mick... Exactly. First try success. I guess I could just say Mick for short too, that works. Yeah, I can read most Russian letters, but trying to understand Russian in general is the more difficult part. Anyhow, hopefully most of us are doing okay. And Wednesday today? Provided it is Wednesday. For some people it might be Thursday. Because, you know, different time zones and all that. Like, let's say for me it could be Wednesday, but for someone who's living in Australia, it's Thursday for them. Now, I'll be honest, different time zones are a fucking nightmare. I mean, could you imagine being all the way... This is just an example, by the way. Could you imagine being all the way in America, trying to play a co-op game with someone who's from Australia? The fucking hours gap between the two is so massive! Fuck! It's like half a day difference at best. Where am I from? To put simply, I am from Estonia. You know, Dvorog, or as I call it, Bredov beat me to it. But yes, Estonia. Baltic states. Where are you tuning in from, my dear comrade? Am I gonna read that correctly? Hang on, am I gonna read that correctly? Yeah. Jemtiak. Damn, I don't know if I actually got it spot on. Jemriak. Ah, well, close enough, I guess. See, the basic thing is that I know how to say no in Russian. You know, I know what no means in Russian. It's niet. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, you're in the capital city of Estonia. That's pretty cool. There is actually some sort of event that's supposed to take place around middle October. Just in that city. But like it starts late in the evening and it ends somewhere around 3 AM. Bloody hell, that's late. I don't know, if I were to say the event's name, you may or may not be able to recognize it. Maybe not. It may or may not ring a bell. You're profound in local news a bit. What kind of local news are we talking? The weather? Traffic accidents or something else? It might be a mixture of like traffic accidents and I guess weather, I wouldn't really know. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to avoid the bad news that is just taking place globally all over the world. Because I figured that the less bad news I see, the better I feel mentally. I mean, it makes sense, no? So let's say if I see bad news about the war, and I say I'm not interested about this news, then maybe it'll stop showing me this news. You know, show me some other news that are more positive. Just saying. Oh my god, I just remembered something completely random regarding Russia. If I mention this one word, how many of you will immediately get it? Moscow. You try not to think about it. A week ago I saw what could be a drone doing 300 meters flying from the river. Ooh. Yeah, it's best not to think about that. You're right. But yeah, I just had this random thought, and you know, I have listened to that one song like God knows how many times back then when I was younger. Moscow, Moscow. The rest of the lyrics is a blur in my head. Look at the destination. Ah, TruckersMP headquarters. In Poland. Yeah. Alright then. So you and me are sitting in the same time zone, that I know. See, if you were living in, like, let's say, Japan, yeah, the time zone difference would be a problem, but since we live in the same time zone, then honestly, it's much easier on me. Much easier. Just keep in mind that sometimes my site visit may not work, but I try my best to read and catch every message I get. Mind you, my site visit works 99% of the time. The other 1% is when, yeah, just like technical. For fuck's sake. Well, we'll be here for a while. Unless... Ah, well, what I was thinking is I will quickly save the game and then quickly load, but hey, that works too, I guess. That works too. I swear some people have the fucking tag so difficult to read because it's like in a color too dark. Good luck reading that. It's like I had to, don't get me wrong, it's like I had to fully zoom in order to read what that just said. But in order to zoom in, I first had to take a screenshot. But I can't take a screenshot if I'm fucking driving. And to be honest, I don't really care either. I'm just minding my own business. See, my tag is easy to read or read. Full on white. Right, so in a few minutes time it'll be 10 PM, yeah? Alright, at least I know. Because every once in a while I have to keep an eye on the time here and there. Don't want to stay up too late. Especially considering I had to go to the doctor's the next day. I'll be fine. I mean, sure, it'll be anxiety-inducing, but I'll be fine. Speaking of, will we have a drink then? Better not drink too much, otherwise you have to speedrun to the fucking bathroom a few minutes later. That's what happens when you drink too much in a short period of time. Because your bladder will be like, you know, just noping out of existence, so to speak. Becomes almost non-existent. One might be asking, why am I drinking from a straw? It's my personal preference. And the second main reason is to avoid the bugs. You know, the flying bugs that, you know, fly straight into the drink to go have a swim. When I have something like that, I don't have that problem. Because, you know, it's covered with a lid and a straw. Good luck getting in. Honestly, not the biggest fan of insects myself. Get that song out of my head. It's not Christmas. Get that song out of my head. Please. Next thing you know, Starter goes to sleep, and then this one Christmas song is just haunting his head. As he's trying to sleep. Fuck no. Am I Estonian? I grew up in Estonia. I'm actually a non-native English speaker, so in case you couldn't figure it out by now, my first language is Estonian. My second language is English. I mainly speak 2 languages, but I do try to practice learning, speaking other languages, but most of the time that doesn't really go, you know, really well. Or as I would like to say, it usually goes absolutely yes. Finally, a friendly Estonian on the internet. Yeah, I can imagine why you said that. I share my fair experience online with most of them, and I think I know what you mean. You can let me know, but I think I know why you said that. Because majority of the Estonians online are... what's the word? Assholes? Oh, you were subscribed to Reddit subreddit Eesti. Oh, Jesus. Is that a whole Russian mini convoy? Because I see Russian tanks. It was quite a big one too. I'm not sure if I even want to know, but how toxic is that subreddit? I will assume it's very toxic. I mean, honestly, I'm trying my best to be friendly and kind. No way in hell I would want to be like them. Oh, no way. Unfortunately, and surprisingly. Figured. I figured. Wait a minute, how exactly did you stumble across me again? Because I know it's my first time seeing you aboard here, and it's your first time here too. So I'm kinda curious. How did one find me? Do I have something to snack on? Would be nice. Maybe a cookie or two. I shouldn't probably look away from the road for too long. A skill animation. Dude! My brain! Shock, that's absolutely random. My brain just only now realized the username. It's like a play of... oh god. Sometimes I feel dumb. And I can only understand why I feel dumb now. The username is a play on words. Mix mitte. Jesus Christ, it took me that long to realize, huh? And for anyone else wondering what that means in Estonian, why not? Yes, to other people I get to explain it every time. Fair enough. I don't know, you probably saw that I was streaming on Discord, or you was just looking up the game category on Twitch. Either one of these two ways you stumbled upon me. I mean, how would I know? Ah, scheisse. See, clearly I know how to say shit in German. Category on Twitch. Fair. Fair first. It's actually kind of funny to think about. I know how to say no in Russian. I know how to say no in German. Previous was Vatnik Fatalist. Oh my god. Loan. Fucking loan. Should pay that off once the delivery is done. And surely there has to be a... Thank you for the follow, Mixbit. I appreciate that. Surely there has to be... Oh god, this is difficult. Fine, take that. Take that. I was just looking for something to snack on, is all. So in case I feel the need to have a snack, it's right here. This is not actually the only game I stream. Much you should know. But every once in a while, you know, it feels just right to, you know, truck. Yeah, I say, I feel like my trucking shenanigans take place like every week or almost every week, like once every week or once every 2 weeks. It really depends on how big my variety is. You hope I stream regularly? Oh yeah, I've basically to help you out there. So it's been 3 days this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have streamed 3 days so far. Normally I do not stream on the first 2 days of the week. But since I haven't been streaming in a while, I figured I may as well count the first 2 days of the week in as well. But yeah, I feel like I can stream regularly when I'm being kept company. Little aspect. Wow, that's a unique username with a space in between. A little fun fact. I love the sounds of thunder. If I hear it in game, it's satisfying. There was once a time. Okay, I may as well mention this while I still can. Okay, let me think. How long ago was this? I think it was taking place somewhere mid-summer. The weather over here was so bizarre. It was thunderstorming like crazy. pouring water down. Insanely hard. Like the rain was intense, the thunder was intense. And you wanna know what I did at the very moment? I went outside. In the storm. Cause you know, I'm a risk taker. And honestly, I did not regret every single minute I was out there. Even if my feet did get soaking wet, still totally worth it. Can't guarantee to visit every stream, it's just evening shift right now. Ah, I see. Well, you can catch me live whenever you can, yeah? You know, work comes first. Real life comes first, work comes first. You know, whatever needs to be done first. So like what, some days are more unpredictable than the other days of the week, I would assume. Ah yes, amigos. See, I recognize that Spanish word. I recognize that all too well. You've actually met another Estonian twist the other day. Mr. Mo? Holy okay, thank fuck for my reaction, but thank fuck for my reaction. It's the fucking stormy weathering game that's messing up my handling, I think. So I have to be extra careful. I would never guess what game he was streaming. You know, as someone who has over 600 games in his library, yeah, you're not wrong. It's very likely I will not be able to guess the first try. Starfield. Yeah, that would have not been my first guess at all. I may not fully know much about Starfield, but what I do know, there are a couple of other games that have my name on it. One game is called Star Trucker, right? The other game is called Star Vaders. I have only tried one of the two. The other one I have yet to get to trying. Whenever I can. But I mean, last I checked the Star Vaders Steam store base. Overwhelmingly positive Steam reviews. I was like, okay, I'll get this game and see if I like it myself. Problem is, I have so many games installed on the disc that I start to have decision paralysis thinking, okay, what the fuck am I gonna stream next? But hey, I'll figure it out. I've always figured it out, so Why wouldn't I figure it out right now? Why do I associate this with Garfield immediately? I remember. I fucking remember Garfield. That is one of the most recognizable fictional characters of a lifetime. You mention the name Garfield and I'm immediately like, oh yeah, I know this cat. And hey, some of you probably recognize Mr. Bean as well. I bet some of you do. I have seen so much of Mr. Bean as a kid. Hell, I've even seen the fucking movie with Mr. Bean in it. That was, some parts of that movie were fucking priceless. You know that one scene, spoiler alert, that one scene where Biker flips Mr. Bean off and then Mr. Bean thinks it's a greeting, so he goes around flipping everyone off thinking it's a greeting. While he doesn't even realize he's offending everyone. Because maybe it's one of the few memes about the game. Starfield being called Garfield. I would not be surprised. That's a meme. The game is extremely unpopular and overhated. That brings me back to the good old days when No Man's Sky was first one of the games that was hated to oblivion. And now, when you look at No Man's Sky now, it's actually a good game. But back then when it first released, oh hell nah. But I guess the updates over time, you know, turned a terrible game into a good game. So that happened. Usually it's less than 50 streams of that game on Twitch. Starfield? Assuming we are on about Starfield still. And not No Man's Sky. Because the two games are not the same. No Man's Sky is okay. Yeah. Honestly, if I ask you a question, can you even compare No Man's Sky to Starfield, or do you feel like it's just straight up illegal? Like, it's just not even comparable. You like Starfield more? You're that weird. Well, you could be even weirder if you like fart humor, or you know, gross humor, as they call it. I think it's actually called toilet humor, in other words. But yeah. Honestly, when some people find out that I like toilet humor, they just find me disgusting. But I can't help it. It's just the way I was born, you know? That's just the way I am. If that's how my humor works, then that's just exactly how my humor works. Usually one very unexpected fart noise is more than enough to catch me off guard. Especially if it's so perfectly well timed. And I just didn't expect it coming. You know what? That gives me an idea. Star, no. Yes. How about this idea for exchange? When I get the time, have a Twitch redemption that plays the fart sound effect. What? Yeah, but the question is, which fart sound effect? There are many. Which one? Oh god, that is the toughest decision. Well, one of the toughest decisions of my life. Trying to decide which fart sound effect. There's so many out there. Farts are not that fun, do you? Yeah, fair. I don't shudder. People are different. Wow, that username is such a clusterfuck to read. I don't think I'm gonna bother. That just looks like gibberish to me. Or, you know, gibberish. Oh, God. I am not... yeah, there are some usernames I'm not gonna bother reading. It's too much. Too much effort, I guess. Or it's just too difficult. Usually it's the latter. Too difficult. So you're employed. And obviously I'm taking a wild blind guess here. I would also assume that you may or may not be in a relationship. As for me, no, I used to be in a relationship, but it was an online relationship and, well, that shit didn't work out. Besides, it was two different countries, of course it wasn't gonna work. Not to mention how much it was impacting my mental health, so... yeah, it was harmful. It was like a rather toxic, harmful relationship. Not fun. But enough about that. There's a reason I leave that in the past. Like, it's been over half a year since then, and, well, look at me. I'm still kicking. Where do you need it? Ah, right in front of me, I see. I'm not really a complete expert when it comes to this wheel. So I'll, yeah, that was way off. I had to use the top-down camera wheel just to nail it. I might have time for one more delivery. Looking with the time. I took time for one more. But then that's it. Cargo market again. TruckersMP headquarters. 16 tons of Atlantic cod fillet or fillet. See, there are certain English words that I still struggle to pronounce even to this day. Fresh herbs, I can pronounce that just fine. Smoked sprats, tomatoes, canned tuna, beverages, goat cheese, liver paste, I guess we're gonna deliver fresh herbs to Rome. You know, lightweight, not too difficult. And the best part is right here in the same bloody company. Right here. Hold on a second. This might take me some time. See, my idea is that I'll drink the colas empty first. Then again, continue consuming the rest of the water bottles that I have in this room. And remember, boys and girls, stay hydrated. Because if you don't, you'll feel like shit. Trust me, I've been there. How kind. They let me out first. Not that it matters. It's nice to meet new viewers tuning in here. So I appreciate you stopping on by and having a little chit chat with me. It means a lot to me, considering the fact that most of the streams you know how it is. I deal with silence. There are scenarios where like one half is silent and the other half isn't, and then it's the other way around, and then it's just, you know, completely unpredictable, uncalled for. Warning! Crackers may be a little addictive, just like a certain type of drug. Especially cheese crackers. Don't... Oh boy, don't even fucking get me started on cheese crackers. You have just 1 or 2 cheese crackers. Next thing you know, you eat the entire bag of cheese crackers empty in 1 day. Oh. In my case, it's less than an hour. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, sorry, should I say it's that good? Because, you know, cheese crackers are apparently so good, you just can't stop. The current crackers I'm snacking on are bacon flavored, so these are not as good. But hey, it's alright, I guess. At least it's something. Better than nothing. The damn drain! I can quote the famous line from a certain famous game, and I bet you'd recognize it in a heartbeat. Here goes nothing. All you had to do was follow the damn train, she'd say. I have a love and hate relationship with that one mission from that one game. On PC it's probably not as like troublesome, difficult or whatnot, but I'd imagine that on consoles or whatnot, holy hell, it's so unforgiving. Playing American Truck Simulator with Grand Theft San Andreas soundtrack is golden. Oh yeah. Every once in a while I take a moment to listen to Grand Theft Auto soundtrack. We can get to know each other better a little more, yeah? I mean, obviously I know that you live in the same country as me, but let's just say, let me speak about myself a little bit. I've played video games like GTA, Vice City, and San Andreas. If I were to decide which radio stations are like the best Vice City or San Andreas, I have no idea. Because Vice City radio stations are great, San Andreas radio stations are also great. Or maybe I could say what my favorite San Andreas radio station is. Oh boy, that's a tricky one. It's either Good Dust or Radio X. Sorry, work is distracting. It's alright. funnily enough, I also really like K-Rose as a radio station. Yeah, it's that one country music radio station from San Andreas. I really like that one as well. So it is very immersive in VR, feeling like American citizen. Oh, I bet. Do you personally have a favorite radio station yourself from the game? My man, Gay Dust is an absolute banger radio station. If the police can't stop you, you must be on the dust. Damn, this is a rather populated. Prague is fairly populated with some truckers here and there. First game you pirated. Hell, that's a good one. Do I even remember the first game I pirated myself? I don't know. Back then when I was a young fella, I used to pirate a lot of GTA Vice City, San Andreas, even some old Need for Speed titles. Most Wanted 2005. Even Need for Speed games older, like High Stakes. Like, serious, man. Oh yeah. The only reason I played the very first Battlefield is because I pirated it through a torrent client. Honestly, the game itself is so fucking old that it has become abandonware. And honestly, if you pirate abandoned games, I don't think anyone is gonna, like, raise any red flags or anything. Because the game is not purchasable anywhere. It's completely abandonware. And people always seem to make such a big deal out of, piracy, saying that, oh, it's bad. Piracy is the only reason we can play abandoned games, Suka. The only reason. Without it, How else are we gonna play Abandon map? And just to clarify, not all pirates are bad. Sure, I used to pirate games a lot in the past, but you see, I made up for it. It's just back then when I was a little fella. Yeah, I just didn't have a bang method, so I had no other choice but to be a pirate. Good stuff. Also, I used to drink a lot of cola in the past, but I know this year I definitely drank way more water than all of the previous years combined. And I'll be sure to keep at it. It's just I had to first consume all the cola first. And then once that's done, I can go back to drinking water again. Like, it doesn't even matter what kind of water it is. If it's carbonated, if it's still water, I don't give a shit, I still drink it. Obviously, on a near daily basis, I do have one bag of milk as well, but I mean that's okay. If you switch to cold water, you're old. Well, 26 is, yeah, much older than 16. Actually, piracy is only good for good games. For bad games, it's bad. I would need an example of that. Just to get a better idea. Because people use pirated games like demos. Oh yeah. See, that's just it. Not every Steam game has that's right. Even 90% of games I bought even Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, fair. How was the excuse that? What just happened? I should have paid more attention to CPS. And honestly, when I got older and finally I was able to, you know, buy what I want without being restricted, I tried to buy, either buy or legally, let me think. I either tried to buy the games I pirated, or I tried to find other ways of legally owning them. You're restricted by your wallet. Yeah, relatable. Thing is, back then I used to pirate Command & Conquer Red 2. Then, go many long times forward. Back then when it was still a thing, Origin was doing this thing, or this feature called On the House. And basically whoever got the games on the house were permanent owners of these games legally, without ever needing to pirate or turn these said games again. So that's what happened with me and my Red Dead 2 in my case. It's just, I ended up getting a permanent free copy from Electronic Arts application itself. Holy hell, it was so long ago. Your school friend used to buy pirated CDs in Russia in the early zeros. Oh yeah, pirated CDs were a thing. And I bet they were pretty popular as well. I'm so sorry if I have the tendency to like derail the conversation. I don't always do it, but sometimes when I do, it's like a sudden topic switch or whatever. He got PC 2 years earlier than you. 2 years earlier. Two-years gap is quite a big difference. It doesn't matter what people say, but 2 years is it's a long time. It really is. In zeros, yes. Oh, fair. At least I got that right, that pirate cities were that popular back then. We walked 3 kilometers to his house to play games. Every weekend. It reminds me of my much older school days when I used to go to my friend's house quite often. Usually to, you know, play cooperative games together on either two different computers in, you know, their household, or on the same computer if it was local couch co-op game. Hell. I even remember playing PlayStation 5 with one of my other friends as well. No, wait, it wasn't PlayStation 5. Sorry. Sorry. I meant PlayStation 4. Because, you know, PlayStation 5 wasn't a thing back then. My bad. I remember like playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Black Ops, whatever kinds of Call of Duty games he had back then. Ouch. I'm just really hoping I didn't get like a foot piece stuck in between somewhere. Would be a real shame if I did. Okay, right. Going back to one of the previous topics. So you mentioned that your favorite radio station from CTS San Andreas was The Dust. Now, I'm even more curious. If that's your favorite radio station, then what was your favorite song from that station? Honestly, in my case, that would be very, very difficult to pick an exact favorite. Just from that station alone. Free Bird. I recognize that. I'm trying to think if the song Queen of Hearts was from the Gay Rose radio station or... I think it was, yeah, it cannot be from Gay Dust. Unless I'm mistaken. Your wife liked Kairos? Amen. I honestly didn't mind much of Kairos myself. It was like the perfect radio for countryside driving. Just, you know, casually driving in a combine harvester. or a tractor. The Gators was a rock radio station. Heroes was country. Yeah. Then Radio X was alternative rock. Alternative rock isn't that bad. Hey, oh wait! Is that from the... It is from Gay Rose, isn't it? I love a rainy night, that's a beautiful sight. Because I love a rainy night. And I love a rainy night. One song I definitely know is from K-Rose. I 100% wholeheartedly know that this is definitely from K-Rose. All my exes live in Texas. Texas is the place I would love to be. Right, but there was also Radio Los Santos, which was the rap radio station, right? Now, the one song I immediately recognized coming from that radio station is the one titled I Don't Give a Fuck. Because that's literally in the lyrics of that same song as well. I remember the radio DJ saying, and just like the record, I don't give a fuck either. I don't give a fuck either. So let me try something and see if I remember all the radio stations from San Andreas by memory. Oh boy, this is tricky. Am I gonna do it in alphabetical order? I'm pretty sure there was GSR 1. What were the numbers? 09? Or 39? Fuck if I know. That was definitely CSR. Then there was Playback FM, Radio Los Santos. Wait. Wave 103. No, that's Vice City's radio station. That's not San Andreas. I could be wrong. Radio Los Santos, Playback FM, Get Dust, K Rose, CSR. Fucking hell, I know there was a talking radio station. Now what the fuck that was called? Yeah, my mind is going blank on that one. Let me just about count how many radio stations were there. Like 7 or 8. But yeah, no. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas soundtrack is just, yeah, it's something that's very hard to forget. Because once you've heard it so much in your childhood, it will basically be part of your life and mindset forever. Some radio stations you just never ever get sick and tired of, like K Dust. So it's a few minutes past, or well, 1 minute past 11 p.m. now, or 2, depending how you look at it. It's good. So, we have a viewer who works an evening shift. Oh. Whenever something like shit's a little confusing for me because like yeah, no worries. Glad to be of assistance to remind you that must run home. Yeah, don't wanna get home too late. Sometimes I do wonder though, when people mention evening shift, they don't always necessarily mean that it would also be the kind of shift that lasts past, let's say, midnight. No, because then that would be called a night shift. If you're working past midnight. Evening shifts are usually till, if I were to take a guess, till 11. Oh boy. This fella is carrying a locomotive. No wonder. That's like one of the heaviest cargoes in this simulation. No. I said no last time, and I'll say no again. Why is my brain like this, trying to fucking remind me of Christmas songs? It's not even December. I swear. It's something that just keeps on happening. Maybe not all the time, but yeah, it happens. Oh, I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it safe. I'm playing it safe. Just in case. You know, I don't mind tagging along behind that fella anyways, so. I must have stumbled upon another mini convoy because from the looks of it, it seems like they're not overtaking each other. No. In fact, I believe they're all carrying locomotives. Let me have a look. Almost all of them are. Except for one. So I saw about 4 out of 5 carry locomotives. That's some insane dedication. Fucking hell. A locomotive mini convoy. Oh. Only for the true professionals, I. nose is a little weird, but I'll manage. You might be wondering what do I mean by that. Let's just say booger issues. Keeping it as simple as that. Yeah, sometimes I just feel like I can't just breathe as easily through the nose. And that probably explains why, because it's building up to be an obstacle. And honestly, that's just part of life. I mean, no matter how many times you get rid of boogers, these boogers will always, as I like to say, respawn back inside your nose. Respawn. Can't believe I'm using gaming terms. Are there any more in here? There's last piece of tobacco. Oh man. Now don't worry, I'm okay. Just having the hiccups. Holy fuck, my fuel. My fuel. Oh shit. That will be fine. No need to panic. I'm sure there's a fuel station coming up somewhere. I'm sure of it. There isn't. There isn't. Oh man. But we'll make it. No, we'll make it to the destination despite how low the fuel is. There's no denying it that we will make it. Because of the graphics settings, I can quite make how much I have left. Does it say 43.9? Don't worry about it. I accept your apology either way. Wait, that's the wrong one. I should also take that one. Yeah, that's very valid alibi. Routing to the boss. Because, you know, Usually my anxiety kicks in and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna get late to the bus. Only to then later realize that I got many minutes early to the bus stop. And I'm like, oh, well, that was pointless. As in, it was pointless being anxious only to, you know, get there early, but there have been a couple of incidents where I missed the bus. Like, for real, actually speaking, I do remember missing a bus at least once. Wasn't exactly the greatest feeling. So I had to wait for the next one. Biggest anxiety of life. Oh yeah. Wiser words have never been spoken. I'm getting banged, huh? I can always check it out when I can. I'm kinda busy right now. But at least it's free. Yeah. Wait, the bus rides? Yeah. Wait a minute, I'm kinda baffled about one thing, cause like, I'm not sure if all bus like lines or whatnot are free. Most of them, most of these should be, if not all, right? For Italian citizens it is. Oh yeah. Ah, yeah. Over here where I'm at is a little bit different. Only certain people get to have free bus rides. And it would be either I hate saying these two words together, but it would either be Ukrainian war escapees or mentally, I don't know if it was mentally unhealthy, but like, I guess it was like a certain type of disabled people who just you know, can't function as normally, I guess. I don't know how to quite explain it, but it's free for them also. This goes to an undiscovered city. Banja Luka, Bosnia and Herzegovina. I could do that one. 2. Okay, where was it? Where was it? Here. Nice, 16 tons. Bloody hell, that might take some time. The real-time estimate, I'm assuming is like 1 real-time hour. If not less, if not more. Holy hell, I would be shooting slightly past midnight. Maybe I'll choose slightly less longer distance. Just to be safe. Britannia, 18 tons of seas. Nah, fuck it, give me the shit shop then. And I know I said that the Grand Chavez as finished will be the last one, but I figured I'd do a shorter one before I truly call it here. Even if I do go slightly past midnight, it's completely okay. I was just hoping there's a fucking gas station. Oh shit, thought it was a booger on the seat, but it's just a hole from a knife. Damn. Basically mean, I suspect that I saw something on it, or later think that I was just hallucinating a little. Thankfully on time on a bus. At the end of the day, that's what matters. Not missing the bus. Right, making it on time. I see the fuel station. I might have to take a little detour. Because refuel is urgent. Yeah, it's just a little detour. I could have just stopped right in front of the nearest gas station or so, but oh well. Yup, you changed buses to the meet in 2 minutes, or I wait another 15 minutes. That's pretty understandable. Telepass. Yes, take the telepass. There's two things you hate in this game. And let me guess, one of them is French toll booths. Toll booths in France. Oh, there. Yeah, because I know France is one of these countries in Euro Truck Simulator 2 that just has way too many toll gates every once in a while. Like, ah. Oh, it's 3 then. Fair enough. But what are the others then? Escape France whenever you can. You will go through England instead. England is the one where peeps have to drive on the left instead of the right. Yeah, I remember. During my first days, I confused England with the rest of the Europe, or the other way around. Can't remember which was which. Loan installments again? Actually, in previous year update they made some boots non-stop. Where is this? Where? Oh, over there. Alright. So the second thing, highway passes in Sweden? Oh hell, I almost forgot these were the thing. Guess I don't visit Sweden often in this game, do I? They're too goddamn narrow. Holy hell, that actually reminds me of these freaking these toll booths from, I don't know, was it the country Turkey or something? Maybe Bulgaria? No, the toll booths in said areas. Oh dear. I could have sworn I bumped into some of them. Despite my best efforts. Because of how narrow, you know, certain toll booths are. And there is the city of Idexville. Oh, convenient. The shop route takes me to the gas station. And then imagine I run out of fuel a few meters away from the gas station. Oh, the main street there looks like a dick. Hey yo, I would have to fucking see that at some point. Yeah, I'll make this one. Last delivery for the day then. It's Corbin, it's so easy to miss a turn. I might have to keep the city of Seville in mind for next time. Provided it's actually still Seville. Might be some other city we may be thinking about. Refueling on this bad boy takes a while because, well, I have the biggest fuel tank available for this. So it can hold over 1,000 liters of fuel. When talking about in game, no, I'm not in Estonian game right now. Italy still, Italia. Obviously, I am still in. You know, all things considered, I feel like ever since I was first born here, I haven't really left. I've stayed here for over 2 decades. Personally, I don't see any reason to like travel to any country or choice. Probably because there's someone in this country who needs me. And the fact that I just see no reason to travel other than to other Estonian cities. That's like the only kind of travel I do. Yeah. independence, just wondering if I will ever get into a relationship again. Well, considering how my last relationship was online and it went to absolute beast, yes. Maybe. I'll just say maybe to that. It really depends on what places I go to and whatnot. Proceeds to go to a bar. Nah, I don't drink alcohol. I've been alcohol free for so long. That's because it was my own decision to never, touch a single piece of alcohol, never smoke, never do any drugs. Probably because deep aside I knew that if I did, I don't think I would have been here. Right at this very moment. If I did. Even if I do know of anyone who drinks alcohol, fine by me. As long as you don't force me to drink it. I respect it. Wow, it's getting late. Very late. But it's okay, I did decide this would be my last delivery. My intestines produce some alcohol. Oh yeah, obviously. It's a normal process of digestion. Understood. Anyhow, how's your work been? Hopefully it doesn't be too exhausting. How did I like switching from Chrome's Theory in 2011? I can't remember much, cause like this is like way over 10 years ago. And like honestly, I'm not sure if I like it or if I dislike it. Because like, I don't know if it was supposed to make groceries cheaper versus more pricey. Or, you know, was the changing from krones to euros supposed to be more convenient? I just never truly fully understood the full idea behind it. Like, why did we change currency? More pricey, definitely. Yeah, milk used to be cheaper long ago too. Used to be like God knows what, 50 somewhere 50 euro cents. But when I looked at the price nowadays, it went more than just a couple of cents up. Damn. Talk about inflation. God, I fucking hate inflation though. Normally I don't bring this up, but like, it's just, you remember that your favorite things used to be cheaper, but because of like inflation and other economic bullshit, it just gets pricier. I remember going to small shop in the 1st of December and paying krones, and very next day going there again and paying different gas. That was mind blowing. Yeah, it all happened. I guess it all happened a little too fast for one's liking. Like, how can it be that one day you're paying in krones and then suddenly the next day right after, oh, what's this? I have to pay in euros now. And honestly, it's something that we all had to grow used to for a while. Even remember error calculator. So yeah, I remember something about that too, yeah? I haven't fully forgotten about that. I remember something about it. Yeah, euro calculators. Those were 100% a thing back then. I think I even remember seeing one, although I'm not sure. But I do know these existed. And might even still exist today, who knows? Okay, tiredness is kicking in. Eyes are getting heavy. Someone cared and made them. Exactly! Whoever made them. He's a... Well, I would say whoever made them is a genius of some sort. But yeah, depending on how the results go tomorrow, I'll have to see when I can go live next tomorrow. Because if starting time has to be delayed, fine, I'll delay it, but yeah. It's just I can't fully confirm anything, so I'll just have to wait and see tomorrow how it goes. Also, starting times aren't always exactly the same. I do know it's always somewhat around 9 PM. Somewhere around there. Maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. It just all depends on what's going down behind the scenes, really. I guess it also depends on what day it is. I'd imagine that on weekends I would go slightly longer. I'm kind of questioning the fact that these two, like, yeah, I don't know why, that these two docks. Normally I'm used to the different docks being like very far away from each other, but these two, not so much. I find that kind of weird. You was in Italy once? You were 12 at the time? How was that like? First time in Italy. Still a memorable journey. You were in Florence, Pisa. What do you like remember the most about it? Swam in Lincoln Sea. Holy. It was warmer than our bottle. Our bottle. More salty as well. I guess that's where these salty people must be coming from, because they always get so salty over the tiniest details. Now, for obvious reasons, that's a joke. I don't mean to offend anyone. It was awesome. I bet. Couldn't repeat the journey, it's a different word now. Yeah. And the thing is, all that was taking place way before, you know, the COVID-19 pandemic was a thing. God. That right there sucked. So it makes sense why it's a different word. That was before 9/11. Yeah. Quite unfortunate event, that one. Didn't care too much. Yeah, fine. Like, as long as it wasn't like our country's bad event. It's, you know, mostly something that, you know, can be, I guess, easily overlooked or ignored, or however I'm trying to, like, express myself right now. Besides, a little off topic, but I shouldn't be. If there's one thing I should remember, is that I should never apologize for being tired or even sounding tired. Because tiredness is normal. It's normal to get tired after you've been awake for a while. It's just become the norm, so to speak. Only years after going from Scotland, you suddenly must take off your shoes in the airport. Because there was like this, I guess, like, suspicion or rumor that one could hide bombs inside their shoes or something. Yeah, no. I think that was the backstory behind it anyway. That they just wanted to be extra cautious and extra safe, that nobody's hiding any explosives in their footwear. Or anything else illegal. In my mind, I might be confused as to how the hell could one fit an explosive inside the shoe, but guess someone finds a way. Red book flowers from Sorima. Theft dealership? Yeah, theft truck dealer discovered. That would be illegal. Oh, these kinds of flowers would be legal. Ah, well, that's some good knowledge to know. You have discovered a recruitment agency. Sure have. Well, I guess this is it, boys and girls. I guess this is it. Remember it from school that on Sorama there are some exclusive to that island flowers. Oh, yeah. Minutes of wait before nears midnight. And I just arrived at the destination before I can even reach midnight. Cool. Well, I suppose this is it from me for today, ladies and gents, all comers alike. I will probably see some of you again later tomorrow. I would at least hope. And till then, I hope you all take care and stay safe out there. This is Star Delivery. Signing off for today. You know, he needs to go get some early rest. Because, you know, I have a doctor's appointment before afternoon, so it would make sense for me to get some rest. Anyways, Stay safe, comrades. See you all tomorrow. До свидания.